making a 3-ingredient lemon pound cake, or just lemon cake, I guess, not necessarily pound cake. I got my lemon cake mix. My lemon pie filling. My eggs. So now we're gonna beat this with the mixer. Holy cow, that is not mixing well. All right, this is Monday, and I think this will be my 3rd failed recipe test. Okay, we're gonna throw that in the oven and bake.
This video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have quick and easy recipes your family will love to help you get in and out of the kitchen fast. Please visit us at livingonadime.com.
Okay, now got my lemon cake out of the oven. Now, because this is a dark pan, I baked it at 325 instead of 350 for just a slightly longer amount of time. Oops. Well, that stinks. Can I smush it back on there? There. See? No one will even know any different. I'm sure. So you just turn it this way and then nobody will see it. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna let that cool and then we will put our lemon glaze on it. Okay, there it is out of the oven. Now, I was gonna make a lemon glaze, but I'm tired. So I think what I'm gonna do is powdered sugar instead and just go all over the top. Oh my goodness, yum. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, going to cut it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Mmm. Oh, that looks delicious. It smells super lemony. Okay, here it is. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look lovely? Okay. Mmm. Oh, that is so moist. Oh man. Mmm. This is darn tootin' delicious. Mmm, yum. I am making 2-ingredient apple bites. I'm actually gonna make it 3 ingredients, but you can make it with 2 if you want. Spraying my pan with my oil. Opening my can of crescents, which seem to be sort of falling apart. Can of apple pie filling. Now, if you want a homemade apple pie filling, Dining on a Dime, Volume 1 has an excellent apple pie filling that you can freeze. livingonadime.com is where you can get that recipe. Now, we're gonna take our crescent, we're gonna sit it in here, take an apple, put it in with a little bit of the good stuff. Now, I make this 3-ingredient because I don't think this has enough sugar and cinnamon. And so then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on, roll it, and there you've got 1 apple dumpling right there. A little bit of goop, cinnamon and sugar. Oh, yum. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some cinnamon and sugar, sprinkle it on top. We're gonna bake these babies. Ooh, yum. All right, here we go. Oh, yum. That looks delicious. Okay, this is apple dumplings.
Apple dumplings?
Yes.
All right. Let us try it. Mmm.
Winner?
Very good. Yum.
Ingredient. Cherry cake. All right, we got my cake mix here. Use any flavor of chocolate. My cherry pie filling. And my eggs. Oh my, that looks so delicious. Yeah, you can use a mixer if you want. I personally don't like dragging out more stuff to clean. All right, got my pan. And my cake mix. Okay. Spread this all in just like that. And then we're going to put this in the oven and bake it. Oh my goodness, yum. That looks so good. Oh, look at that moist, delicious cake. Oh, yum. Okay, I'm gonna try a bite. Mmm. That is so fluffy and so moist. It is absolutely delicious. Oh, yum. Okay, and let me just show you, you could frost it with cherry frosting or chocolate frosting, whichever you want. I actually had some cherry left over. I should have done it with that, I guess. Oops. Oh well. Live and learn. All right, there it is with chocolate frosting. Oh, yum. Got this Crockpot liner here. It is summertime, and I'm gonna make a cake. I'm gonna make 3 cakes. I'm gonna make a cake in my Crockpot. Now, this is a test recipe, so I don't know how it's going to work out. But we'll see. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your pie filling and just put it in the bottom of the crock pot. Now, if you're not using a liner, just spray it with cooking spray. Now, I'm using strawberry pie filling. You can use cherry pie filling, blueberry, blackberry, any flavor of pie filling that you want. Okay, got it down here in my crock pot. Then I'm going to take 1/2 cup, a stick of butter or margarine, and melt it. Okay, I have it melted, and then I have my box of cake mix and my water. Then we are going to stir this around. And you're just going to moisten all of the powder of the cake mix. It's going to look very stiff. Then we're going to take and we're going to dollop this all over our pie filling. Just like so. Then we are going to cover this and bake it on high. So I am taking the top off and let it finish cooking for all the condensation to come out for the next, oh, yum, for the next half hour. There is the dump cake. Oh, yum. Oh, that looks so good. Testing a recipe I saw that looked interesting. So I wanted to try it. I am a cheesecake lover myself. Now, I got my container of cinnamon rolls, and they popped open in the car on the way. Oh, there. On the way, so I was not sure how I was going to open this, but there, look, that'll work. I had a moment of panic, so I was like, oops, that's not good. Okay, so now in the video I saw, they used ungreased, but I don't know if I like that idea. So I'm going to smush these out. These are just the cinnamon biscuits. And see. Will that work? Well, maybe I should just do it this way. So I'm trying to make a little, let's see. Can that work like this? I don't know. You guys are recipe testing with me. I think that'll work the best. Okay, let's try it that way. Oh, well that actually works better, just to smush it with your hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test the muffin liners and test it without the muffin liners and see what happens. So now I'm going to bake these at 400 degrees. So my oven is broken. Do not buy a Whirlpool. Do not. No, you run from this oven. No. But I'm using my toaster oven that I got for 45 bucks at the thrift store. See how this works. Okay, that did not turn out like I had anticipated, but I think I'm just gonna go with it anyway. So I'm gonna let these cool, then we'll see if we can make something out of this. I don't know. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever have thought that this would be something I would find at my grocery store. Okay, so now what we're we're gonna do is we're gonna put a block of cheesecake on. I guess I should have known it would rise in the center, but it's all right. Okay, now I'm gonna take one out of the thing and let's see what this looks like. See, that's not bad. Okay, now got now this is just pie filling. My son says, giving me the look that I just ruined his cinnamon rolls. Do you feel that I've just ruined your cinnamon rolls? A little bit. All right. You can just use regular pie filling. That's the industrial one, but holy cow, that looks delicious. Hello, I am Tara from livingonadime.com. Today I'm making no-bake peanut butter cookies. This recipe is in with our 25 best Christmas candy recipes and tips post on our website below. I'm sorry, it's not in our Dining on a Dime cookbook, but we have other great recipes like toffee and fudge and Mounds bars, all in our Dining on a Dime. So you can get both of those down in the description below. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the round butter crackers, if you know what kind I mean, and you're gonna spread just a dollop of peanut butter right in the middle. Bloop, just like that. Bloop. And you're just gonna do as many as you want. I mean, you could do, oh dear. Okay, redo. There you go, and I'm gonna do just 2 more, so we'll have a pretty picture at the end. Another one. And that's it. This is a great no-bake recipe that the kids can do with you. Then you're going to take your almond bark, which you have melted, melt it for 90 seconds, stir it, and then do 15-second increments after that because you don't want to scorch your chocolate. Then take your cookies and let all that yummy goodness drip off because it'll leave a lot of chocolate. Now what I do is I let mine sit in one spot and kind of drip off for just a second. I don't know, 30 seconds or so. Then I take and move them, and then I don't have all that extra hard chocolate that's hardened on the bottom. If you don't move them and the baby's crying or something, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Just take a knife and you can just carve off the bottom there of the extra. So let me show you what I mean here. Drip as much as you can. Okay, so then, see, I just take and pick it up and all that extra chocolate right there. And you can just remelt that extra chocolate. It is not a big deal at all. And then you have nice clean edges on the bottom. Just let that set up and then peel it and remelt it. And if there's a little spot you missed, just take a toothpick. See, like right here, there's a little spot, and just move it over. And I think I saw one right there. There you go. Now, set these outside and let them get hard if you live in a cold climate, or put them in your refrigerator. But if you're like us at Christmas, you have a lot of Christmas baking you're doing, so you can just set these outside on your picnic table if you live in a cold climate. Let it get hard, put it on a pretty tray, and serve. Please visit us at livingonadime.com to get this great recipe and more. Merry Christmas! I'm making a 3-ingredient cake. This is strawberry cake mix. With strawberry pie filling. We're just going to dump that in. And then I have never made one with eggs. I've only done the 2 ingredient. I have never done a 3 ingredient. So this will be interesting. Oh my, this smells so delicious. All right, get this all smoothed out. And then we are gonna bake that. Oh my goodness, this smells so delicious. All right. Oh, wow, look how fluffy that is. Oh, yum. I know they get a bad rap. Oh my goodness, look how fluffy and soft that is. But this tastes just like a strawberry Pop-Tart. I'm sorry, I'm actually someone who loves strawberry Pop-Tarts. Oh my goodness, this is a 10 out of 10. You can frost it if you want with strawberry frosting, but oh wow, this is delicious. I'm gonna show you guys real quick, strawberry frosting, what it looks like. You don't really need frosting, but if you want frosting, you can. Did you find it?
Yeah.
I have made over 75 fudges, and I just realized I have never made just nut fudge. So I'm making an almond nut fudge, and I'm going to take my chocolate chips. Oh dear. Okay, I hope my chocolate doesn't seize, because I just noticed a little, maybe a half a teaspoon of water in the bottom of my bowl. So let's hope my chocolate doesn't seize up on me. And if it does, I'm just going to show you what happens when water gets in your chocolate, okay? All right, so I've got my sweetened condensed milk and my chocolate in my bowl, and I'm going to microwave every 30 seconds. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to mix so the milk gets down to the bottom, so maybe that bit of moisture won't cause a meltdown on my fudge. All right, here we go. Gonna microwave this, see what happens. All right, while that's microwaving, I'm going to take my parchment. I'm gonna get this stirred around. Oh, hot dog. Okay, so because I put the sweetened condensed milk in there, it kept my chocolate from seizing, so that is absolutely wonderful. I'm so excited. Okay, so now we're gonna get nice creamy fudge. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is chop these in like half, because they're a little large. So I don't want them totally ground, so I'm not going to use my nut grinder because I don't want them totally ground, but I am going to do a rough chop. right, so now I've got my almonds and my fudge. Yeah, if you want to make it like an almond joy fudge, you could sprinkle some coconut in there if you want. If you don't like the other way I made almond joy fudge with the layers. Okay, so then I'm going to put an almond. Let's see, so hopefully every piece will have an almond, maybe? Let's see, we'll do, yeah, that'll probably work. Okay, oops, wrong direction. Okay, so for this pan, I'm doing 5 and 5 because this is the smaller 7-inch pan. For 8 by 8, I would do 6 by 6. All right, I'm gonna let that get in the refrigerator and set up, and then we'll come back and cut it. Make sure all of your almonds are pushed in. This recipe is based off of my 2-ingredient fudge recipe in my Dining on a Dime cookbook, volume 2, on page 2 something. Where'd it go? Page 315. All right, I have my almond fudge here, and it is set up, and it looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna cut in between the almonds so that I have an almond decoration on each piece of fudge. And this is my smaller pan, so I did 5 rows of 5 instead of 6. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, this one doesn't look too pretty. There's my almond fudge. I'm sorry. You gotta love 3 ingredients fudge. It is so delicious. Yum. All right, let me show you how to freeze this for Christmas if you want to make it ahead of time. I don't know why I'm setting those aside. Okay, so what I do is I put that on. Then what I do is take clean but used parchment paper, or you could use saran wrap, freezer paper, wax paper, any and all of the above, and stick them on, and then fold over. And then I just slide it in. And there we go. Just put it in the freezer. You can make this up to 3 to 4 months before Christmas if you need to.
This has got to be the best 2-ingredient fudge I've ever had.
It's the only 2-ingredient fudge you've ever had.
Well, that is true. But, you know, we don't have to tell anyone about that. No.
3-ingredient brownies. You take a brownie mix and you pour it in. And then take a can of pie filling. This is cherry pie filling right here. And then we have our oil. This recipe is in the description below. Oh, how did I manage to do that? I just had the exact perfect amount left. Wow. Now, I thought I wasn't gonna have enough. If I didn't have enough, I would have just put a little bit of butter or margarine in there and melted it, and that would be my oil. Okay, so now I'm gonna stir this together. Now I'm going to take my pan. Can't remember, did I say this recipe's in the description below? It is. Going to get all of my brownie mix in there, just like so. And then I'm gonna throw this in the oven and bake it. Okay, here we go. Right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one I will have my test. Okay, so 3-ingredient cherry brownies.
Cherry brownies.
Yes.
Unexpected twist.
An unexpected twist. Listen to you.
Mmm.
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna try a bite.
That's not what I was expecting. That's really good.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. I am making 3-ingredient peach cobbler with my cake mix right here. I am taking my peaches. I found these for $1 on clearance. I'm going to pour those in. Then some of the big ones, just gonna chop those up. Then we're going to take our cake mix, so I'm gonna sprinkle it over the top. Then cut our butter up into small pieces. Now, if you want my original peach crisp recipe, that was my great-grandma's. Dining on a Dime Volume 1 has it. Then we're going to place our butter all over the top. Then this part is optional, but if you want, you can sprinkle cinnamon and sugar all over the top also. Okay, now we're gonna cook this and show you our 3-ingredient peach cobbler. Okay, I took the lid off and let some of the moisture come out. Now, let's see here. This seems to be pretty moist, but if it's too moist, I might retest this with draining some of the liquid. So let's see what happens here. Well, it looks really good. Yum. Can you pause for 1 second? Are you giving me my music? Okay, so it looks really good. Let me see what it tastes like. Okay, it's really moist, but it's really delicious. I would put some ice cream and some whipped cream. If you don't like it super moist, then drain 2 cans of the peaches. But I like it this way. Apple pie cake, version 2, spice cake mix. Now, if you need apple pie spice, let's say you have a white cake mix, not a spice, you could use a white cake mix and apple pie spice in Dining on a Dime Volume 1 on our website, Living on a Dime. Then a can of pie filling. And my eggs. All right, the recipe is in the description below. Just mix this all together. All right, I got my 9x13 that I have sprayed with oil. gonna bake this, then we're gonna cut it and see what Mike thinks. It is straight out of the oven. It smells like an apple pie. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to cut into this. We're gonna let it cool just a little bit. I'm not going to frost this one. Oops, I got a little Cool Whip left. Oh, yum. That looks delicious. Mmm. Oh man, that's good.
So this one is an unknown miscellaneous apple thing. Tara said it's an apple pie cake, I guess. So this apple pie cake, we're gonna try this. Yum. She's wounded, that's why she's not here.
She's temporarily out of commission.
Yes. See, she just gives it up for y'all. Okay, trying this one. Apple pie cake. Mmm. That's even more like an apple pie. That is delicious. Yum. I'm glad we're going to take this to a party tonight.